Welcome back, guys. This is your Anime Degens BS Hour, episode 47. In this episode today, we're first going to do our winter rundown intro. This is going to tell you guys what shows we're going to have on our rundown for next year, for next season here. And then we're going to get into the DEGEys, a great award show where we're going to hand out some different awards for different characters, studios, and shows. I think it's going to be a great one. We have a great intro, and we'll get to that a little bit later. Guys, want to let you know that the best way to support us is to rate the podcast, tell your friends about it. And if you have any interesting topics that you'd like us to discuss, please let us know in the Discord. Linktree.com/anime degens. But first, got to ask my boys how they doing. Tyler, what's good with you?
Well, I'm really happy today because I made it into my championship round of fantasy football just barely. I squeaked by.
Let's go, boy. Me too.
Yeah. What about you, Dan? Did you make it in?
No.
Damn.
No. My players didn't show up last week, and then I dropped a 200-point game this week.
That's pretty
interesting.
Brutal. I had Amari Cooper. He put up 46 points, half PPR, and that definitely boosted me. I had no business winning that game otherwise.
Well, shout out Ravens defense because they the MVPs of my game. They shut Brock Purdy down, allowed me to win. So
yeah, 5 interceptions is crazy.
I think I had 3 players score over 30 points, and one of them was Brees Hall, who put up like 44 or something like that. So,
oh my god,
yeah, it's a shame it was in the consolation bracket.
Yeah, I was playing the perennial all-star of our league, and he was so pissed off because I think he was like 10-2 or something like that, and I was 8-6. But
I love that.
We're playing for the big bucks now.
Hell yeah. Good luck to everybody that's in the championships this week then. So
yes. But you guys want to get into some news right quick?
Let's do it.
Yeah. Right. The first news that I got is the 100 girlfriends that really
maybe
love me. Season 2 is actually confirmed now. They just wrapped up the first season, and it's good to see the peak comedy harem, is coming back for a second season. So
that's awesome. Okay.
Awesome. We also got a Code Geass sequel movie coming out in May 2024, so I'm very excited for that. More robots, more action,
awesome. Yes.
More chess.
More chess. And then finally, we have Azam 100. The last 3 episodes, episode 10 through 12, are now out on Crunchyroll, Hulu, and Netflix. I will definitely be checking those out probably tomorrow since I have the day off.
I mean, we'll all be checking them out since we're going to talk about them on the podcast.
Next week. It sounds like news the best.
And I've already watched them, and I can say that the new opening video is epic, and they did a really good job closing the season out. And it was sad at points, so get excited.
Okay.
Crybaby Tyler might come out.
I'm definitely gonna have to watch the last episode. I feel like to kind of figure out where we was. So
for sure, me too. It's been a minute.
Definitely. But awesome. You guys want to get into the winter season rundown intro?
Yeah. So we got a new season coming up. Obviously, it's the winter season, and that means new rundown. But not a lot's gonna be changing this time. It's gonna be obviously Undead Unluck, the second cower, Frieren, the second cower, and as always, One Piece. We always got to have One Piece in our rundown. It's the GOAT for a reason. But we also are adding 1 show instead of 2 this time. Do y'all have anything to say about that? No. Okay. I didn't know if y'all wanted to give a reason or what.
No, I think it's just gonna make it flow a little bit better. You won't have the hour 45-minute episodes or the hour and a half episodes. It should be a little bit quicker now. Yeah,
we busy.
But yeah. So our show that's coming up, it's gonna be Mashle season 2, which was we actually done season 1 on the rundown when we first started. I believe it was episodes 10 through 22. for the podcast. If y'all want to go check that out, we're just gonna be continuing the second season. It was like a really fun and interesting show with some action in it. So
Yeah, if you guys want a quick summary, it is a mashup, no pun intended, of Harry Potter and One Punch Man. So it's really fun.
It's extremely fun. And I can't wait to get into more about Innocence Zero and his whole crew and what they're going to be doing in the Mashle world. I think it was really just heating up and getting to where it was striding at the end of the first season. So I think this is going to be a banger.
yeah, I'm pretty interested in it. It definitely. This season is kind of weaker, so we wasn't really. We didn't have a whole lot of options to put on the rundown. I think solo leveling was our other choice that we flirted around with, and we felt like Mashle was going to be the better option. So
Yeah, I don't know if I'd say it was the better option, but it would be kind of scummy of us to cover Mashle season 1 and then just cast it aside like fuck this show after we all really enjoyed it.
Yeah, especially since we really liked it. If if it was My Home Hero season 2, I think we just leave it out. But for continuity's sake, I think this is a good choice.
Yeah, I'm not even watching My Home Hero. If it even gets to season 2, I'm not watching that on my personal time either. So
nah, I wouldn't waste my time.
No, if it gets to season 2, I am writing a strongly worded letter to all of Japan saying, "Why are you doing this?"
Whoa,
The whole of Japan. It's crazy.
But yeah, that was our quick little rundown intro. We wanted to let y'all know what was going on with the rundown starting 2 weeks from now, I think. I'm pretty sure. So the around the 9th or 10th of January or something like that. I don't have a calendar in front of me, so. But
That's it, my friend.
Yeah.
So,
Awesome.
are you guys ready for the DGs?
The what?
The DGs.
You've never heard of the very, very famous award show called the DEGEys?
I've heard of the Bee Gees.
Okay.
Wow.
We'll get somewhere.
Dan, get us into this.
Well, as the curtains draw on the year that was 2023, our first year as a podcast, we find ourselves in the midst of introspection, reflecting upon the wild ride that has been our podcast journey. We ventured through countless shows, we've laughed, Tyler's cried multiple times, and in true anime Degens fashion, we have embraced total degeneracy with open arms. Now, as the year bids us adieu, it's time to commemorate the absurdity and celebrate the highs and lows of anime that makes our podcast uniquely degenerate. Ladies and gentlemen, weebs and weebettes, fellow degenerates, we're your hosts, Dan, Bass, and Tyler, and it's an honor to welcome you to the culminating event of the 2023 anime year. Not that Crunchyroll Awards, none of that bullshit. It's the DGs. It wouldn't be the Anime Degens Award show if we didn't dive headfirst into the degenerate realm of our own absurdly on-brand bullshit. So without further ado, the curtains rise on the DEGEY Awards, a ceremony crafted to the moments that left us in stitches, questioned our life choices, and most importantly, reveling in the glorious chaos that is anime. To our incredible listeners, whether you've been with us from the beginning or just hopped on this wild ride, we present the DGs as a token of our appreciation to each and every one of you for your unwavering support. Brace yourselves for an evening of debauchery, laughter, and a little sprinkle of degeneracy and bullshit. Sit back, relax, pop some champagne, and let's get this party going, baby.
Let's go. Really wonderful intro, though.
It's going to be a lot of bullshit and not just a sprinkle.
Well, first we have the Villainous Fashionista Award. And this is bestowed upon the antagonist who not only threatens the world, but does it in style with an unparalleled level of drip that leaves heroes questioning their fashion choices and whether they can succeed in saving the world or not. So, Bass, want to just go into your first nominee?
So our first nominee is Suguru Ghetto. We saw a change up from his jujitsu high uniform into an altered version with the green and gold Gojogisa over the chest and belly. This, along with the baggy pants and the clean ass sandals, goes crazy. I think we can all agree to this.
Yeah, for sure. He's definitely a badass. And he definitely is pretty clean. He can get cleaned up. So
Yeah, he got
Yeah,
the parachute pants on lock. I mean, the parachute pants with the sandals and socks. Who thought you could put that in an outfit and it still be fly?
I know he's really channeling his MC Hammer with those pants, dude. And I just love the evolution from schoolboy to cult leader. It
Yeah,
it
it was quick
was
too, boy.
it was classy, very classy, very very fashionista.
100%.
So for our next nominee, we have Wrath from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and this is a different kind of fashionista. Fashion doesn't need to be over the top. Sometimes the timeless look of a 5-star general deserves some respect. And what is more villainous than an eye patch? That's a clean eye patch, boys.
Yeah, it is.
And when he goes battle mode and he takes off his uniform and he's got that t-shirt on with the muscles just well defined, that is a clean look.
I mean, you can tell it's all well starched. It's beautiful.
Dude, Mrs. Wrath is at home really spending time keeping that uniform looking clean. And the mustache really pulls it together.
Yeah, I mean he's the head honcho, so and he's a hard son of a gun, so yeah, I like that choice.
I mean, he makes the whole army look drippy.
True,
True.
true, true.
But then the third nomination is Muzan Kabutsuji, and he is the main demon from Demon Slayer.
The granddaddy of all demons.
Granddaddy, the Demon King, the first and the father of all of them. But this man's always looking sharp with a nice suit, nice tie, all that stuff. Usually he's got like a fedora on. When somebody throws on the fedora, like it's they know what style is. So
There are two types of fedora wearers: the ones with styles and the one with none.
It really is two extremes. It's kind of nuts.
But Kibutsushi's just out here channeling that inner king of pop, and
Yeah.
we all love the vibes. It is drippy. Michael Jackson pulled it off, and we got to say Muzan pulled it off too.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
He is definitely the MJ of the anime world. I can easily say that. He just cleans up really nice and he's just really strong. So
You guys want to have the winner?
yeah.
So the winner is none other than the man who sung Billie Jean himself, Muzan Kibutsuji. Congratulations to Muzan for being the winner of our Villainous Fashionista Award with unparalleled drip.
Beautiful. I really think he deserves this. Anytime you get compared to MJ with your fits, you got it. You got it, really.
It's really a shame that Muzan isn't here to accept this award today, because I would love to hear what he has to say.
I don't want to hear what he has to say.
We'd be dead, and he'd be like, "Where are the blue spider lilies? What the fuck? Where's Nezuko at?" We might have lied to him on the letter we sent to see if he wanted to come and accept his award.
The Sunwalker is here.
We got flowers for days.
Yeah.
So next, we're going to get into the most eccentric chatty companion award. This is celebrating the wise talking animal sidekick who just doesn't steal the spotlight. They grab it, they bedazzle it, and they make it their own personal stage. Bass, you want to go into your nominee?
Yes, sir. For our first nominee, we have Tony / Cotton Candy Chopper. This young man's voice is so unique and cute that Oda decided to change his look during the time skip, not for pillows and merch, but because his voice was just so goddamn cute. This cuteness combined with his on-screen badassery in fights, Sea Queen versus Chopper, I think makes him the embodiment of this award.
Awesome. Next, we have Emil from Shangri-La Frontier. And Emil is just the definition of this award. It's an adorable, hilarious, cute little rabbit who drops some banging one-liners. And you cannot watch this show without like looking at Emil and going, "Oh, that I want one. I want this rabbit in my life."
That's an issue in the show as well. So
Literally everybody wants a talking rabbit.
But nobody knows how to get it, including me. So but I guess the third nominee for this is Bond, which is the big white dog from Spy Family. And even though Bond can't talk, he's literally the goodest boy, and he's really smart. He literally can figure out how to communicate or get stuff done without talking. Not only that, but he's Anya's partner in crime. I think he rivals like what's his name, Ein from Cowboy Bebop. Honestly, he's just really smart. He's like they done like research and shit on him.
He's genetically altered, I believe.
Yeah, genetically altered dog. So
Yeah, I mean, anytime we compare a character to another dog named after Einstein, like they're gonna be pretty big brained.
Yeah, he's up there with the corgi. So
yeah,
no slouch.
Awesome. Well, after a lot of deliberation, we'd like to give this award to Emil from Shangri-La Frontier for being the cutest fucking rabbit to ever exist in anime. Congratulations to Emil.
Wonderful job, Emil.
Currently in Rabbit Tuza or whatever it's called, hanging out with his Yakuza rabbit dad. Good for him. So our next award we have is the Super Senpai Award. So this is bestowed upon the senpai who doesn't just teach. They transcend higher than that into a realm of life lessons, battle tactics, heart-to-hearts, and more, setting the bar so high that even the plot line needs to catch its breath. So, Tyler, you want to go with your pick first?
Yeah. So my nominee was Himmel the Hero from Frieren. Not only is this man a hero, but each week on Frieren, we learned that he just kept on teaching Frieren and his companions useful life lessons. Most of how Frieren acts in today's episodes is because Himmel shaped her into being that way. From battle tactics to, just, social interactions, all that stuff. He really left his impression. He left his mark on Frieren and his other people. So,
Excellent. Solid choice there.
mm-hmm.
All right. I'll go ahead and run through with mine. And my nominee is Himura Kinchin. He's not only the team's main fighter, but also a mentor to all of the people at the Kamiya Kashin dojo. We've seen him be a thought leader, both in battle and spiritually. And all the characters right now throughout the show look up to him as a big brother, a mentor, um, and most likely a lead warrior.
And boyfriend.
And boyfriend. And boyfriend. I mean, they just got him covered from all angles. And what truly separates him is the fact that he can reflect upon his dark past and tell others what he's learned from it.
Awesome. And then the last nominee we have is Shoto Aizawa. And while it seems like Aizawa is kind of a lazy guy, he genuinely cares for his students. And I believe he is the only one on this list who is actually a teacher. I'm going to use the tutoring of Shinzo specifically for this. Shinzo didn't make the hero course and was struggling, and Aizawa kind of took him under his wing and really showed him what it means to be a hero. And he might not be the best teacher to every student. He might play favorites. He might actually be kind of a shitty teacher, but I fucking like him.
Excellent.
And the winner of this award, the Super Senpai, we're going to give it to Himura Kenshin. Congratulations to Mr. Kenshin on all your life lessons delivered from your tragic backstory.
Beautiful job, Kenshin. Keep doing what you do out there. We really see you, and we want to take this time to recognize you.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Mr. Kenshin. Our next award is for the king/queen of ass pulls. And we talk ass pulls a lot on this podcast because every anime seems to have them. So this is given to the protagonist with the astounding ability to pull solutions out of thin air and their ass with more frequency than anyone can fathom, turning even the most dire situations into unexpected victories. So our first nominee for this is Eren Yeager from AOT. Where do I even get started? I mean, homie had his head lobbed off, and it conveniently lands in his brother's hand so they can use the power of the founding titan. That's bullshit.
I mean,
Yeah.
absolutely, yeah.
And I'm like I was telling y'all before. I'm still trying to figure out if that was Eren's doing or Ymir's doing, though. Which one?
Speaking
What
of
happened to him?
Ymir, magically, even though he doesn't have royal blood, Eren can just start taking control of her because he's that guy. And he can conveniently, because of this, use the paths to communicate with all Eldians and rain fire and giant colossal titans on all of the world. So he's pulling a lot of things out of thin air, aka his ass.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good choice. It really is. Attack on Titan, especially the later half of it, was kind of full of it. So
It was very ass pulley.
It was very rushed, and if you're rushing a show, you got to have ass pulls.
Yes.
Yeah. I guess I'll get into mine. My nominee, and that is from vending machine. I'm blanking on the full name. I think Reborn is a vending machine. Now I wonder the dungeons or something like that. Yeah, I just call it vending machine. Everybody knows about vending machine. But it's Boxo. Boxo is the good boy. If you can dream it up, Boxo can turn into it or acquire it. Porno mags, condoms to cokes and dry ice. He's unstoppable, OP, and just a vending machine.
As simple as that, man. He's just a vending machine. And there are many types of vending machines, and he can be any of them.
Yeah.
Kind of
Very
bullshit.
ass pulley. Yes.
Kind of bullshit.
And the thing is, like, we see vending machines as like just like a standard vending machine, but like he can literally like make a dry ice machine or like any kind of machine that takes money as payment. Is basically what he can do. So anything, basically.
Infinite possibilities. Whatever you need, you can have what you like. Well, our last nominee is the ass pull man himself, Monkey D. Luffy. We saw in the Wano arc that he lifted boulders for a few weeks and was able to fight an emperor afterwards. Ass pull. We also saw his devil fruit awaken as his heart was starting to stop beating. Ass pull. He was he was also saved from the depths of the sea after losing another fight with Kaido, and it just so happens that Law's crewmates were in the ocean right beside him when he went in. Ass pull. Yeah, so I think we definitely have Luffy Monkey D in the right category here.
Yeah, man. Monkey D is like many shonen protagonists. There are quite a few ass pulls, but Luffy does it better than most.
And more consistently. I mean, just the whole time. The whole show.
And Monkey D is a D.
I don't know where you're going with that one.
He's special, bro. That's all that matters.
Oh, okay.
He's special in a lot of ways.
Yeah, he is. So who is our winner, sir?
So the winner of the King/Queen of Ass Pulls award is none other than Boxo, because Boxo can literally just pull whatever he wants out of his ass. If you can fit it in a vending machine, or if it vends some type of object, if just given a dollar bill, like that's broken. That's so broken.
Yes, yes. I was very surprised about the pornos because I've never seen a porno vending machine. But hey, I haven't been everywhere.
Japan is on a different level of vending machines, from what I understand.
Yeah.
That is my understanding as well.
You can get women's underwear out of a vending machine in Japan.
There we go. You can also get hot and ready food out of vending machines in Japan. So
I love that. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Dude, if I could go to a vending machine and get ramen, it'd be
Like,
the greatest vending machine of all time.
Even if it was like cup of noodles, like it would be so worth it.
100%.
I'm 95% sure they have those everywhere in Japan. Probably.
Oh yeah, they do. They do. No, they take vending machines to a different level there.
Yeah. So Boxo is I don't even know if you should call him king because he's a vending machine.
Well, unfortunately, Boxo couldn't be here tonight because he is roaming the dungeons currently. But we'll ship the award to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just actually going to attach the award to a truck, and that's how everybody gets into isekais. So he's just got to crash into it somehow.
True.
Perfect. And then our next award is the Fusion Dance Masters. So this is awarded to a dynamic duo whose fusion dance, if you guys don't know what a fusion dance is, like Tyler, that is a dance they do in Dragon Ball Z where they combine, and it's badass. So that would not only break the internet, but also rewrite the laws of physics and aesthetics. They're going to be looking clean when they fuse, showcasing a level of coolness that defies comprehension. So I guess I just going on this. My nominee was Ghetto and Gojo. And I don't mean current day Ghetto and Gojo. I mean right when he gets his drippy outfit, takes over a cult, and Gojo is the awakened one. We're getting some crazy broken powers here. JJK is the biggest anime on the internet right now. And that shit would have broken Twitter or X or whatever it is. It would have absolutely destroyed the internet. And they would have been pretty broken. I mean, that is two of the strongest sorcerers to ever exist, combining powers. I mean, just imagine curses flying everywhere, purple shit going around, blue, red, whatever. Like, it would be awesome.
Nah, I'd win.
Yeah, Minato could beat it. Minato could beat him.
Okay. Our next nominee is Ryu Ishida and Ichigo Kurosaki. So Ichigo and Ishida combined would be, I think, one of the coolest combos of style and attitude that we've ever seen in anime. Ichigo always brings the fits, but with Ishida's attitude, I mean, anything is possible. As well as great battle sense with Ishida with Ichigo's broken powers.
Yeah, and to go off of this, the drip and stuff, and all that stuff. The last ending of Bleach, they was dripping like the Ichigo and all of them. Like they had some drip on. So it's really fun when they animes do that type of thing. So.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I can't imagine how sick the Soul Reaper fit would look if it was blue and white.
It'd be nuts.
Okay. I guess I'm next with my nominee of Todo and Yuji from Jujutsu Kaisen. And, this was a dynamic duo back in season 1 of Jujutsu Kaisen, the bestow friendos. And now they're back in business. And it was a fun time seeing them do their thing once again. Sailor Moon, all that stuff, all the transformations, all the pretty lights, all that good stuff. It was really fun to see them back in action. And, one thing that really locks in their like dynamic duo for me is the fact that Todo even has Yuji in his locket with Takada-san. Whatever duo does that. Like they would just make a perfect fusion or whatever you call it. So
During this award, Tyler was unaware that in Dragon Ball Z they actually fuse, so he just picked a dynamic duo. But I can say that Toto's big ass muscular body with Yuji's hair and Sukuna like with the cheeks would look
Yeah,
fresh.
it would. And also with Yuji's sanity, I think that takes Toto up a few notches.
And also Toto's ability to read the battlefield and his combat strategy in real time. Like imagine having that in Yuji's head, you know? So
Would go
Definitely
crazy, can confirm.
yeah.
would go crazy. And this was our first category that came down to a tiebreaker. So big shout out to Kriegs for being our tiebreaker. And we would like to give this award to Toto and Yuji. Congratulations, Toto and Yuji. They are currently in the middle of a little something. So we're going to give them the award once they get out of Shibuya.
Yes.
If they get out of Shibuya.
If they get out of Shibuya.
Yeah, I guess the next award is called the Unforgettable Fight. And this award goes to the best of the best, the fight that is considered peak and one that we won't forget anytime soon. And the first nominee is Luffy versus Kaido, One Piece. And from the moment Rufy started and Luffy walked past Kaido and Big Mom to talk to Kinemon in, I think, episode 10, 15, to the Gear 5 reveal and the end of Wano, this will honestly go down as one of the most memorable fights for me in anime ever. So,
All 60 episodes of it.
yeah, all 60
Oof.
episodes, especially when they finally condensed that down, you know, into the YouTube thing, you know, that would be awesome.
Oh, it's
So,
already been done.
yeah, I got to watch
Very
it.
good.
Man.
It's already
So,
been done. Yeah, I watched part of it. It was sick.
Well,
Yeah.
our next nominee does not need a condensing. It's going to be Zoro versus King. Um, this fight, I think, to us was the more flashy and concise of the fights. Maybe not having as big of an impact with the Luffy versus Kaido, but they definitely packed in a lot of action in the couple of episodes that they did. There was also some heavy moments where we got King's backstory and Zoro trying to work with Enma during this fight. So, a lot of gravity, great, humongous range attacks out of swordsmen, which you don't see a lot. Thought it was a great one.
Dude, the dragon attack from King was all time. That was beautiful.
Yeah, it was amazing.
It's crazy that like two of my favorite fights in anime, yeah, probably all time, happened in One Piece this year. So it's wild.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
So,
Zoro and King was probably my favorite fight for 2023.
yeah, the King of Hell, baby.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. So the final nominee for this is Sukuna versus Maharaga from JJK. And when I watched this, my jaw was just on the floor the entire time. Like I couldn't even comprehend what was going on in this fight at points because it was so flashy. It was so intense. It was so fast paced that I had to watch it multiple times and I enjoyed it more and more every time I watched it. I mean, Maharaga, like adapting to everything Sukuna threw at him, was absolutely just the chef's kiss of this fight. And I'm gonna just, this one had more gravity to me because it didn't take 60 something episodes to happen.
True.
Yeah, and the wild thing is, I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, it was either this episode was either 30% or 60 or 70% of what they actually wanted it to be. But, you know, obviously Mappa is like piece of shit basically and all that stuff. And didn't give them enough time. So imagine if they actually went like they actually created what they intended it to actually be. Imagine that fight, how it would be if we liked it so much at its current state.
Yeah,
It
like
would've.
70%. It would have been so
Yeah.
much crazier. And one scene I'll never forget from this fight is Maharaga breaststroking up the side of a building trying to smash Sukuna's head in. It just seems so crazy to me. This is like one of the few fights where I had to do a little slow mo at times just to catch the action.
Oh, dude. I mean, we had planes, we had trains, and we had automobiles getting thrown around like freaking rocks.
Facts.
The fight was crazy.
Yeah, and the popcorn, man. You gotta love it when they introduce the eating the popcorn in the middle of the fight. So
I just thought of another award that we can unanimously agree on. The anime studio most likely to crack the whip. Congratulations, Mappa. You've won.
yeah.
You will not be getting an award.
The other
Official
nominee
award.
was OLM. So
But for the winner of the Unforgettable Fight Award, we are giving it to Zoro and King. So shout out to them.
yep.
Great job, Toei, with this fight. It was awesome.
Yeah. And the next award is called It's a Certified Bop. And this award goes to that one OP that not only goes extremely hard for no reason at all, but also it looks great and it fits the show extremely well. The first nominee is Idol from Yasobi Oshinoko. This song is a crazy good bop. And not only does it sound good, it fits extremely well because this show is about the idol world. It's also won many awards and was Japan's most played song of 2023 on Spotify. That's a big feat, honestly.
Yes.
It was also Tyler's most played song on Spotify. So crazy for him, like
It really was.
He's basically all of Japan at this point.
Probably my most played top 5 songs is all anime OPs. So yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
And I will say this song is an absolute banger. Like it comes up on my anime hits playlist that I listen to all the time. And it is awesome. It is fantastic. But for my nominee for this, I'm going Broken Games by FZMZ from Shangri-La Frontier for the sole reason that every time I hear it, I want to run through a brick wall. This is like the rumbling of this year for me. This song is just straight gas. And the animation of the OP is super clean too. Like introduces all the characters really well. It flows super well with the song. And I want to go run through a brick wall just thinking about it.
Yes. I think that's it's a great nominee. Our final nominee will be opening number 2, called "Song of the Dead" by Kana Boon from Zom 100. This, I believe, is the boppiest of the bops. It also has a fun and energetic feel to it, just like the show Zom 100. And I think there's also a choreographed part where they get the zombies involved in the dance routines, and I think that's fun. It's a personification of what Zom 100 is, which is fun, chaotic, and colorful.
And also Kana Boon, like they literally can't go wrong most of the time. So
never. And I will say all these songs are openings you don't skip. Like if you skip these openings, like
you're a monster.
You're not fun.
But yeah, the winner it goes to Zom 100, Song of the Dead. Congratulations to Zom 100. Unfortunately, they're on a hiatus right now and they can't accept their reward. So
no, the season's done, dude.
Oh yeah, they come back, but they're busy right now.
Yeah, they're they finally got it done and they're spending time with their family going into the new year. But yeah, if you guys have not checked out the last 3 episodes of Zom 100, they made the opening even better. Like Bash said, they have choreographed like dances with the zombies. Like they're all breaking out their Fortnite dances. It's hilarious.
Oh my, I can't wait to watch it. The next awards is called A Legendary Tale. And this one goes out to the anime that has a great story. One that keeps you coming back to see what's gonna happen next. A true one of a kind. And my nomination for this was Attack on Titan. And even though we had to wait years and years and years and years for it to finish, we all waited and we all came back to see what was gonna happen. That's why I nominated this. The ending might not have been the greatest, but you can't deny that it was a hell of a fun ride getting here. So
Yes, I think one of the great stories in anime. Um, our next nominee will be Hell's Paradise Season 1. The story started off with so many mysteries about the plot and the characters, and I think it kept us all on the edge of our seats when we had it in the rundown. And the first season even closed out with the introduction of a new power system that the characters are still trying to get a hang of and understand. So I think it's a great show so far. Underrated in many ways.
yeah,
Definitely. And our final nomination is none other than One Piece. I mean, where to even begin? This show has been going on for 25. Well, the story has been going on for 25 years and has at least another 5 to go. The world building, the characters, the plot, all god tier. It's one of the only anime that has ever existed to keep people watching from the 90s all the way into the 2020s. And the end is absolutely going to shatter everybody who's been following this story's mind. It's so good that we're getting another anime. I mean, how can you even argue with that?
yeah. And it was one of the first of its kinds to actually get Netflix to do shit right and make a live action that was halfway decent. So love that too. But the winner of this Legendary Tale Award is none other than One Piece, and that is because Oda is the GOAT. And
Goda.
that is GOAT Oda. That is all. It's just the best there ever was.
You got dang right.
Why aren't you watching? Soon you won't have a reason not to, because you're gonna get a redoing of it from the get go. So you won't have that excuse no more if it's too long.
Let's make this shit seasonal, baby.
Yeah. The next award is throwing money like UFO table. I'm not sure how to say that. UFO. I
No, it's
don't know, man.
UFO table.
I can't say it.
All right, say it with me. UFO
UFO
table.
table.
You
I'm
nailed
pretty.
it.
Yeah. Okay. We all know that UFO tables. Demon Slayer has no budget. But this award goes out to the show and studio that delivers top tier animation and visuals, no matter what the cost is. You want to go first, Dan?
Yeah. So I will go first. And, going off of one of our older awards we just did, I'm pulling an ass pull here. And I'm giving my nominee as Studio Ghibli. Ghibli, however you pronounce it. And we've watched a few of their films this year, and they're all just breathtaking. The art, the visuals, the storytelling, it's timeless. These are the movies that are going to be around, like that our kids are going to watch and have their mind blown, because it doesn't matter how crazy CGI is going in 20 years, this shit's going to hold up better.
Yeah, and Boy and the Heron, like it came out here recently in 2023, and it looked really good. So
It was really good. It was
yeah.
incredible.
So I'm glad you brought up one of the legends of anime. So but I guess my nominee is Frieren from Madhouse. Not only do they spend hella money on the fight scenes to make them all look great, they also spend money making sure the important non-fight scenes look great too, kind of like the dance that happened a few weeks ago. And also, I don't know if many people notice, but they go hard on like the animation of like the clothes and just everyday things in this anime, how they move and stuff. And you can really tell that they spend money on it and they want every little thing to be great looking for this show. And I can really appreciate that. So
Yes, yes. Our final nominee is going to be Bleach: Thousand Year Blood War Part Two by Studio Parrot. I think they just did a great job with the effects on all the attacks. The fight scenes were phenomenal. The lighting was amazing. Great shading, and I think they kept it up and presented consistent quality through every episode in this part of Thousand Year Blood War. So, hats off to them. I just thought they did a great job with it. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're gonna do an even greater job this summer probably when they get into the banger part of Thousand Year Blood War. So,
They'll spin the block once again.
but the winner of this is Frieren from Madhouse, and they get this award. And but unfortunately, they're on a journey to the end day, I think it's called. So it'll be another. We'll probably actually be dead by the time they get here, but we'll let them have it. So
Yeah, we'll pass the awards down to our children so they can give it at some point.
The next awards is Love is in the Air. And these awards wouldn't be complete for me unless I threw in some romantic vibes. So this one is for the lovebirds, the soulmates, the best couple of 2023. What do y'all got?
So our first nominee is Magari Isekai and Ganta Nakami from Insomniacs After School. I think we can all agree that this romance started as a friendship and kind of grew naturally, like your first, like kind of what happens with your first girlfriend, your first, I guess, like real girlfriend there. I in many romance and slice of life anime, I think I can get annoyed with how hard they push the romantic plot, but this one seemed very, very natural, and I was actually very satisfied with it.
Hell yeah. I guess I'll go with mine, and I'll say Yamada and Akane from Yamada, loving Yamada at level 999, and this was a really fun couple. They're more on the adult side. I think they're like I think they're around 18 or 18 and 20 or something like that. I'm not really sure on their age. I just love Yamada and Akane so much. They're just so cute together. And not only that, but Yamada is a pro FPS gamer, and like he loves playing MMOs and shit casually, which is how Akane and him met actually. Just a perfect match in my opinion. Both are gamers, both really like each other. I could see them being soulmates. So really fun.
Awesome. And then our final nominee for this award is Rei and Kazuki from Buddy Daddies. And I'm going to flat out say, I think this bromance has better writing than any of the romances we've watched this year on the podcast. Overcoming each other's weaknesses to raise an adorable little girl while growing and learning from each other all the time. They may not be in love, but they're basically married at this point, so they're soulmates. I gotta nominate Miri's
Okay.
two dads on this one.
All right, that's fair. That's fair.
I mean, they are couples and they all are soulmates, and I wouldn't say lovebirds, but they love each other. So
It's a domestic partnership, I believe.
yeah,
That is the term.
So I really like this one. I seen this in the nominees. I was like, okay, I really enjoy this. This is different. So
Yeah, you know me. I don't like romance animes, so I had to find something.
and you did it. You did a very good one. And the winner of this goes to Magari and Nakami. Insomniacs After School, the Riz Lord. And yeah, they won the awards. They might be here sooner or later. They're out there looking at stars and shit. They ain't really got time for awards, honestly.
No. They're dead in school right now. I would also like to add that this did come down to the tiebreak, and thank you again, Creeks, for the tiebreaker on this one.
Hell yeah.
And I would like to say I'm very excited for the Degens wedding invitation to come whenever Magari and Nakami decide to tie the knot. We're very excited for that wedding.
Yes,
better-
I am
they're-
ordained, by the way. So
There better be karaoke.
cool. So our next award will be for the new kid on the block. There were so many great anime released in 2023, whether it's new seasons or not. But we wanted to single out some of the new shows that were released new this year. Dan, why don't you take the first nominee?
Sure. So my nominee is Heavenly Delusion, which was a Hulu exclusive Disney made anime. This is probably my 2023 anime of the year, based on the fact that the story was absolutely insane. Like, it was a roller coaster from start to finish. It's a story from two sides and told from two different sides, and I cannot wait for them to intersect. The plot was kind of confusing at part, but that's what made it so great, because you weren't supposed to understand everything that was going on. The animation was great, and it was very tense at times. So big shout out to Heavenly Delusion, and that is my nominee.
Yeah, Tomato Heaven. I love that too.
Excellent, excellent. So I'll go ahead and get into our next nominee, which is Frieren, Beyond Journey's End. And this has been one of the most popular anime of the year so far. It definitely gave me some Lord of the Ring vibes with how leisurely the journey is in a way. It's not always about fighting. Sometimes they have to do errands, and I think people are liking that leisurely stroll of an adventure. You combine this with like the S tier visuals that we're getting. The animation is amazing, I believe. A little bit overuse of chromatic abrasion, in my opinion, but it still looks nice. But I think it's made for an unforgettable show so far with its first season.
I very much agree. It's definitely one that's caught me off guard. I knew it was going to be good and I knew it was hyped up, but it's really put it out there for me. So
I just need the pace to pick it up a tiny bit. That's all.
Every time. That's what Dad says. He's consistent.
I'm fine with it. So
Yeah, I'm good. I'm straight good.
There's been some episodes that I've watched, like, okay, what actually happened here? And yeah, that's about
it. I guess I'll go ahead with my nominee, and that is Oshinoko. This made a crazy splash early 2023, not only because the first episode was one of the wildest and honestly one of the best first episodes I'd ever seen, but because it's different and it's like a fresh take on idols and the showbiz side of things. But not only that, it has like a lot of drama interjected into it, maybe even thriller vibes. Definitely going to be a fun show to watch it progress, and one of my like I said, favorite shows of 2023. But I don't think it comes over Frieren, to be honest. But
All right. So the winner is Frieren Beyond Journey's End. Congratulations, Frieren. You've done a great job. I think, mirroring what Tyler said, you have surprised us. We knew you were going to be good, but we did not know you were going to be great. So
Yeah.
Congratulations.
It'd be pretty hard to not give the award to the number one show on my anime list currently.
Yes. Very, very hard. So awesome.
which I like to point out that I think they've been holding that spot pretty steady for probably about a month now, right?
Yeah,
So it's
been
been
up there.
interesting.
I think they deserve it so far.
Yeah. So very interesting to watch that. We've always watched the Mao struggles before with Full Metal Alchemist, and this one's actually sticking for somehow. Maybe because the Full Metal fans they actually enjoy it too, and they don't want to trash it. So I don't know.
Yeah, maybe they've grown up, had some kids, maybe got some girlfriends. Who knows?
Nah.
No, they fought Oshinoko at the beginning of the year. So
Just trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. All right, guys. Our next award is going to go out to the show with the big brain writer. Guys, this is going to be an award for the most confusing anime plot, the thickest plot. Whether it's a good or bad show, kind of doesn't matter for this award. We just want to see who spun us around. All right, Tyler, you want to go first with your nominee?
Yeah, the best nominee I got for this is Heavenly Delusions. And as Dan said earlier, like it was pretty confusing because you had the two stories or whatever. If you blinked or you didn't pay attention for a few minutes, you was probably going to end up very confused while watching this. It was a fun show, but with the whole sci-fi vibes and with their past tying into the story, plus their goals and motivations to keep going in this like post-apocalyptic world type thing, it was just all very sophisticated. You had the multiple stories, you had like all the other stuff just coming together all at once, and you're just like, what the fuck? And yeah, it was one of my favorite shows of the year. So definitely in a good way. But you definitely had to pay attention. So
Excellent, excellent. Dan, what do you have for us?
So I have a show that the writers just decided to do whatever they wanted, and that is My Home Hero. And we watched this show on the weekly rundown. We
Oh, God.
enjoyed it for 5-6 episodes. And then they decided to just start fucking everything up and dragging it out. And it didn't make any sense. The writers got a little too big brained for a very simple plot line. So fuck My Home Hero, but damn, did they have us going, what the fuck, the entire time.
Yes, absolutely. And I love that we were like overthinking the plot at times too. Um,
I think I think at the time what we was saying was actually better than what they was doing.
oh
So,
yeah, several times. What do we think is going to happen next? Well, this, and then they just pooped all over it. All right. So our final nominee will be Attack on Titan, the final season, part 3, special 2, the sequel, maybe kinda sorta. And this a long-awaited finale, like Tyler said earlier, everybody was excited for it to be coming. Me, I was ready for this journey to be over, although it had been a good one. But in the end, I think we were all very confused about what we had just saw. Also, the fact that the fandom is split, whether it was a fantastic ending or the worst one ever, kind of speaks to how convoluted and confusing it was. In order to properly break it down for you, I had to get online and go hit some forums so me and Tyler could talk about it in one of our BS hours. So that just goes to show you just how fucking confusing it was. So
I was saying that it was very, very confusing. I think I ended up having to watch it twice before we talked about it. So
same here. It was just really inconsistent with a lot of the rules from the rest of the anime. They kind of just threw some things out of the window. Dan said it was rushed, which it was, even though it took a long ass time for us to get.
even though it wasn't, but it was.
So we're not gonna blame the mangaka for taking a long time on this. It was all Mappa.
Yeah,
It was all Mappa.
They don't know how to say no to shows for some reason.
And I will say that as someone who read the manga, I was kind of just ready to be disappointed on this one. But the anime did it a little better than the manga, so good for them.
Yes, yes. So the winner is Attack on Titan, the final season, part 3, special 2. Well, I think they earned this one. It was an all-time brain blast from our writer, our mangaka here, and the anime studio. So congratulations. We will not be shipping this award to them because someone's been accused of some genocide, and we don't mess with that. So there it is.
We'll just put it next to the tree. the kid and the dog at the very end who walk into the tree are just gonna walk out with a DEGey Award. That's it.
Yes.
That's the end of My Hero, or not My Hero, Jesus
My
Christ,
Hero.
Attack on Titan.
They
And
get
now
a
we're
DG.
My Hero Academia, baby.
All right. So our next award is the biggest anime simp. This one's pretty self-explanatory, but we really want to shine the light on the most down bad of all of them. The thirsty, the damned. And we really just want to point them out and go, Why are you the way you are? All right. So, Dan, you want to start us off?
Yeah, so for my most down bad simp of all simps, I picked Dot Barrett from Mashle. The man just wants to fall in love, and he just falls in love a little too easily, and he does not take rejection very well. He's very, very sensitive to it. So, Dot, maybe one day you'll find a girl, but right now that ain't the time.
No, no. Yeah, Dot's a little thirsty. It's actually kind of sad. Um, but our next nominee is Sanji Vin Smoke from One Piece. We've seen this man almost die over a nosebleed over a woman before, and ain't shit changed. We understand why now, but he won't even hit a woman, even if he will be get beat to death. Admirable but foolish. He lusts even over his own crewmates, which is low down, dirty. That man is in fact a freaky frog.
And it doesn't matter if they're not complete 100% human women. Like if you're a mermaid, that's fine too.
Dude, mermaid takes the nosebleed to level 10. Don't even worry about that.
Yeah. Interspecies thirst is crazy.
Yeah, definitely a wild guy. He's also a chef, so I don't know if there's any correlation there, but chefs
I hope not.
Maybe Bass is actually Sanji? Question mark.
Keep
my name out your mouth.
I've seen Bass around the ladies, and I don't think I've seen his nosebleed just yet.
No, not once.
He ain't found the right one yet. He ain't found his Shirahoshi yet.
No, I have not. No,
I'm gonna take Bass to an aquarium and just point at a manatee. Does that do that for you?
That's not the same.
Mermaids, people who saw mermaids just saw manatees, bro. I don't know what you want to hear from me.
Oh my god.
Shirahoshi is not a manatee, bro.
No, but the other mermaid we know and love, the train conductor lady whose name escapes me, she's a manatee.
Yeah, maybe her, but not
please,
the same,
our next nominee, sir. We have to keep the show moving.
Well, the next nominee is my nominee, and that's Kazuya Kinoshita from Rent a Girlfriend. And this dude is so down bad that he literally rents a girlfriend, multiple girlfriends from an app. And he keeps on renting girlfriends and adding to his harem. He now has his ex and 3 girls who he can't truly decide from. Of course, he really wants Chizuru, but that doesn't stop him from thinking about the other 3. He's the definition of a down bad simp. 100%.
Yeah. The minute you start throwing money around, you are down horrendous.
Yes. At least Sanji doesn't do that. It'll just make you hot tea. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. All right, guys. So the winner for biggest anime simp of 2023 is Sanji Vin Smoke. We've determined that he is the most down bad, down horrendous, down terrible, downtrodden,
down terrible,
yes. And I think he's definitely earned this award. So shout out to you, Sanji. I don't think they have a mailing address on the Sunny, so we're just gonna put a bottle in the ocean and see what happens.
Also, DTF.
Are you DTF?
No, Sanji, you're saying down.
Oh.
Down too. DTF, bro.
I thought he was saying he was down.
I was like, whoa. Learn something new every day.
I'm never gonna yuck your yum, but I was very surprised.
I mean, he can cook for me any day, y'all.
It's those eyebrows, dude.
Yeah, I can look past that.
All right. So our next award is the 2023 Awoken Clutch Gene. This is for the characters that surprise us with their ability to either close out a fight or stand their ground and stand the line during a fight. This will go out to those people who we thought were weak, but really have much, much more strength than what they look like. So I will start with the first nominee, and this will be Tony Chopper, who you know that this is their second nominee. Hopefully, he can take away the crown this time. So we saw in the land of Wano that he kept the samurai pirate mink alliance alive versus Queen once he was throwing out the disease. He also fought Queen hand to hand and put his own body on the line. So shout out to you, Chopper. I don't think they get out of that alive without him.
Yeah, and also he brought our boy back, Zoro, and that's a really big key as well. So
Yes, sir.
I don't know if we can give the awoken clutch gene to somebody who uses performance enhancing drugs to awaken said clutch gene. We've got rules here. We are a real organization, and doping is frowned upon. No rumble balls here.
All right, that's a good point. Let's scratch him out. Okay.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, go for it.
Go for it, man.
I get my nominee is Kisuke Uehara, Mr. Hat and Clogs. Not only does he come up with ways to support the Soul Society and Ichigo, even after being kicked out of it, he's a true genius who gets shit done when you need it done and you're in a pinch. Because usually he's like 5 steps ahead of the game and ready for whatever's coming. Truly a key player in clutch moments. And honestly, Ichigo probably wouldn't have made it this far without him. And he's not there all the time. He's just there when he's conveniently needed. So
he did
Very
try and
clutch.
kill Ichigo.
For reasons.
He dropped him in a pit after turning him to killing him, dude.
It was to make him stronger, probably. He had his reasons. He was thinking about the future, bro.
Yeah, he's awakening Ichigo's clutch gene. Clutch gene clutch gene squared. Awesome. So our last nominee for the awoken clutch gene is Fuko from Undead Unluck. And for her, it might be more of a dumb luck award, but her unluck ability always seems to come in clutch whenever they're fighting an enemy. She doesn't know what it's going to do. She doesn't know if it's going to work, but it always seems to work. So that's just coming in clutch whenever she needs it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So the winner, the 2023 winner of the Awoken Clutch Gene is Fuko. Yes, I think she's the most deserving of these three. Like Dan said, she has no idea what she's doing out there on the battlefield, and she's just now getting her legs. But she's always clutched up, and really been the rock of the team between Andy and Fuko. So shout out to her. I think this is a pretty easy. I don't know the address to the union, but we're going to work on getting this out to them very, very soon.
I actually called up the guy who makes the weird UMA who makes the portals.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I already sent it to him. They already got it. She said thank
Easy
you so
enough.
much. She's sorry she can't make it, but
It's okay.
she had to go to a party.
Oh,
Honest
okay,
shit.
good. Oh, excellent. Well, priorities, I guess. So our next award will be the Golden Heart Iron Liver Award. This one goes out to all those drunks with the great hearts. So we're gonna recognize our favorite liver-soaked people in the anime world now. Tyler, do you want to get us started?
Yeah, let's go with Heiter from Farron. We all know he's called a corrupt priest. Freeman calls him a corrupt priest, and it's not just for fun. He literally drinks heavy. He does everything a priest shouldn't do. But at the end of the day, he's a great guy that you can actually count on when things are tough. He even saved a kid from dying and raised her and made sure she had someone help her after he passed away. Which I'm talking about Fern. So not every drunk does that, but a drunk with a golden heart does that.
Most drunks don't do that.
Yeah, 99% don't do that. So, but Hyder does.
We did find the other 1%, and it was the cast of Tokyo Godfathers.
Yeah. I don't even remember their names, bro. Hana and I don't know the dude's name.
I don't even remember. All right, so my nominee for the borderline Golden Heart Iron Liver Award is Shunsui Kiraku. This drunken son of a bitch steps up in the biggest way possible to fill some of the biggest shoes in anime. Our new head captain of the 13 court guard squads just loves to throw some sake back. So much so that when he's facing down the number 2 of the Stern Riders, he basically goes, "Can we finish this up? I want to go get drunk." And that is a Golden Heart Iron Liver moment for me.
Excellent. I think this is a great choice. So our last nominee is going to be Kuratami no Otome, from the main character from The Night is Short, Walk On Girl, also known as the girl with the black hair. So we saw her, drink at least a dozen drinks and still continue to party on with a smile on her face, making sure everybody's having a good time. Eventually ends up saving the city from themselves, making sure the love tale in the story goes right, and then taking care of her own. This whole movie was a Golden Heart Iron Liver moment for me because she was drinking the whole goddamn time. Love it.
I am 99% sure that she does not have a liver. Like, she was sober after all of that. And she put down easily the most alcohol I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yes, it was amazing.
Seen some shit.
I've seen some shit. Well, the winner of the 2023 Golden Heart Iron Liver Award is Shinsui Kaoraku. So this guy, we decided, just embodied the award. We know he loves to have a good drink, but he definitely stepped up for the Soul Reapers in their current position and did what had to be done. So a great Golden Heart Iron Liver moment for him. Congratulations.
Definitely. He's also he's Riz. He's a Riz Lord.
He's drippy too.
Yes.
So,
well, awesome. Congratulations to all the winners of DEGEys. They'll be in the mail, or you can come pick them up at my house. I'd love to shake your hand and give you a big old hug.
Not Fuko. You don't want Fuko to shake your hand, bro.
She got gloves on. It's fine.
Yeah. Or just wear a sweater, get a hug. Yes, that's all
I don't trust it, bro. I don't trust it.
Hey, man. Worst ways to go out. Fuko's a babe.
Damn.
Well, awesome. We hope you guys enjoyed the first ever DEGEY Awards. It was a lot of fun coming up with the topics and picking our nominees and who won. So appreciate you guys listening. Make sure to check out next week's podcast. I don't know what we're doing, but I know we're watching Zob 100. Make sure to tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your grandpappy, whoever, that the Degens are fun people, and rate the podcast on your platform. Linktree.com/anime Degens to come hang out in our Discord. Follow us on Twitter /X, whatever you call it. And we'll catch you guys next week. Happy New Year to you all. Peace.
I know.